In this review of the 10 best packing cubes, I'm gonna show you the best options that I tested, the pros and cons of all of them, and which one is best for your needs. And if you wanna learn more about any of these packing cubes, each one has its own individual, in-depth review, which you can find in the description below. And a special shout out to SafetyWing Insurance for sponsoring this video. More on them in a second. Okay, first up on the list is the Tortuga Packing Cubes, or our pick for the best durable packing cubes. It comes in a set of 3. You get 1 big one and 2 smaller ones. I lost my other small one, but there's 2 of these, I promise. And the reason we picked them for the most durable is because of the materials that are being used. See that super shiny material with those lines in it? That's an X-Pack material, which is just going to stand the test of time better than any of these other packing cubes can, but at the same time in a way that's super minimalist. It comes with 3 cubes. You get 1 large and 2 small. You get 1 color option, black. The whole set weighs around ½ pound. And it runs around 85 USD. Some of the specs. Like I said, this material is a Shell 70 RS. We got a 700D recycled polyester ripstop. And thank you, Tortuga, for the YKK zips. We got a very nice, albeit dirtier mesh, which helps to see what you've packed and where you've packed it. Double zipper pulls on each cube. It fits perfectly within the Tortuga travel backpack. But really, it just comes down to how durable these packing cubes are while still being fairly lightweight. To learn more about the Tortuga packing cubes and to watch me pack them out, take a look at the description below and you'll find a link to our full review. Number 2 on our list is the Peak Design packing cubes, which are our pick for the best overall packing cubes. It shouldn't be a surprise, and I'm not saying they work for everyone, but these are just kind of like the gold standard of packing cubes on the web, and for great reason. It's Peak Design, so they brought out all the guns. I'm talking amazing, silky, smooth, compressible, ripstop nylon exterior, ultra zips, a cool and absolutely thrilling pull tab system that you just won't get enough of, I promise. And one of the best compression/expansion systems in the game due to this elasticy mesh divider in between. It works really well. Peak Design offers a medium size, a small size, and a shoe pouch, all of which can be bought separately or in a pack for a discounted price. The medium cube is 8 liters that can expand to 18 liters. That's huge. And the small is 4.5 liters that can expand to 9 liters. It comes in 3 color options, and the price for all 3 runs around 85 USD. But that does come with Peak Design's super stellar lifetime guarantee. Some of the specs. On the exterior, we have a 40D self-healing nylon. Apparently this material patches itself up if there's a hole in it. I'm not gonna comment on that, I have no idea. A lot of people like the dual compartments. You notice on the back, we actually have a compartment right here, which is good maybe if you wanna separate your clean clothes from your dirty clothes. Not something that I typically use, but I can see value in it for sure. The handles are nice because you can use them to carry the cubes or to even hang them up if you're feeling real crazy. But really the primary selling point of these cubes is the expansion, how much you can fit in there, and then your ability to sort of compress it back down. It's pretty awesome. To learn more about the Peak Design cubes and to watch us pack them out, take a look at the description below and you'll find a link to our full review. Number 3 on the list is the Pakt Packing Cube set, or our pick for the best translucent and best colorful packing cubes. In this little zipper pouch, you undo this guy and you'll see we got a freaking family, an Italian Catholic family, if you know what I mean. I'm Italian Catholic. When you're Italian Catholics, you get a lot of offspring, and look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces, 1 purchase. So it's cool to see what Pakt has done here. Basically, they've said, yo, we're gonna give you 1 packing cube solution with a bunch of cubes, good enough for you just to take 1, or the whole family to take everything, and they can fit within the modular ecosystem of pack bags. In the set, you get a 1 liter zippered pouch, 2 2.7 liter small cubes, 2 5.6 liter large cubes, and a 2.75 liter stuff sack. These are just really well made, and I love how they are translucent, right? Most other packing cubes offer some sort of mesh here, so you can see through, but the translucence just kind of adds a different level of see-throughness and a different user experience. It comes in 3 color options. The whole set weighs 7.5 ounces, and for all that, it runs around 65 US dollars. Some of the top features. We got an 80D x 160D nylon ripstop on the exterior. The translucent fabric is probably the biggest selling point. It's just really cool, it's kind of fun. But while these materials are fun and cool, they're also just awesomely durable, while also being really lightweight. And one little thing that I like is that sometimes these cubes are clamshells, so it's super hard to especially when it's really packed out, it's hard to close it, right? But Pakt gives you this little like half clamshell feature where you can just start stuffing stuff into and then just pop it there, and it's just a little bit easier to open and to close. Plus, it's the only option that comes with its own stuff sack. To learn more about the Pakt Packing Cubes, take a look at the description below and you'll find a link to our full review. Next up on the list, a plastic bag. That throw you for a curveball there? Well, I mean it. I really wanted to include this because it's important to note that travel gear is cool. Packing gear and packing cubes are cool. And you might want to get caught up in like the whole like, I need to buy all this stuff. But truth be told, you don't. Packing cubes are awesome to have. I always use them, but it's just kind of a splurge. And all these are a little bit more on the expensive side because they are in fact the quote unquote best. But really, a plastic bag like this will kind of work as a packing cube as well. Plastic is strong, multifunctional. You can use it to kind of compress your clothes with a little bit, and it can double up as a laundry bag when you get to your hostel, hotel, or Airbnb. See, I just wanted to throw that out there to kind of, keep things honest. You don't really need a packing cube when you're traveling. But one thing you do need when you're traveling is insurance. And travel insurance just kind of like sucks, right? It's like, oh, I gotta go into the thing and fill out the form, and it's like, I don't even know what the hell's going on. And I just want to get it over with so I can get to my destination already. And that's why I love SafetyWing insurance so much, because they're kind of like the complete opposite of that. Their policies are transparent. Their website has a great user experience. It's very easy. And they just make getting travel insurance as simple and kind of as like fun as possible. You don't have to fill out all the destinations you're going to. It's just sort of like a Netflix subscription. It takes you less than a minute to fill out a policy. And then that policy just rolls until you say, stop rolling. Don't do that anymore. And that's why SafetyWing is going to be my top pick for travel insurance for the foreseeable future. So if you're a digital nomad, a remote worker, or you're just traveling, don't take the risk. Bad stuff can happen anywhere, and if it does, you want to be prepared. To learn more about SafetyWing and their awesome insurance policies, take a look at the second link in the description below. All right, next up on the list is the Evergoods Transit Packing Cube 8-liter, or our pick for the best solo packing cube. Because a lot of these packing cubes are sold sort of like as like a family. It's like, you get one of us, you get all of us. But Evergoods is got like this lone wolf packing cube, sprinting through the woods at night, helping you compress all your travel clothes. And it's actually really impressive. As the name suggests, it's 8 liters capacity. It comes in one color option, black. It weighs 6 ounces, and it runs around 45 USD, but that does come with a lifetime guarantee. Some of the top specs. Exterior, we got 210D nylon and YKK zippers. And I love this clamshell opening. A lot of these cubes are like, hey, we're cubes, because that's what packing cubes does. And Evergoods like, screw that. I'm the wolf, I'm the lone wolf. I'm gonna do things differently. So you got this clamshell style with 2 sections, one on either side, and sort of like a quick access e-pocket on the outside. The way that the cube is designed, it actually sort of has a really impressive amount of compression, and it can fit a lot more than you think it will. And then whenever the packing cube is full, you can go ahead and carry it with these 2 nifty handles right here. To learn more about the Evergoods Transit Packing Cube 8-liter and see how much it can pack out, believe me, it's really impressive. Take a look at the description below to find a link to our full review. Next up on the list is the Bagail, which is our pick for the best budget packing cubes. Because here's the deal, a lot of these packing cubes are expensive, but maybe you don't want to like do the free plastic bag route. You're like, Aaron, I still want packing cubes. I'm not dropping 90 bucks on them. Not a bad option. I bought these on Amazon myself, test them out. They're very well reviewed. And the thing with cheap packing cubes or budget packing cubes is they absolutely work. They hold clothes and they compress them a bit. They just don't do it as well as the other ones, but they still get the job done. In this set, you get 4 packing cubes, and each one's a different size. So you got like the large, medium, smaller, smallest. And the good news is that it comes in over 15 different color options. And it only comes in at 25 bucks for the whole set. Some of the top features. We have nylon materials that are probably a little water resistant, but not much. Remember, you get what you pay for. It's 25 bucks for all 4 of these. So these are not YKK zips. These are not name brand, high-tech materials. But you do get handles. But best of all, these guys are actually compressible. So you can go ahead and expand right here and then compress the packing cubes when you want to sort of overpack. But I emphasize they don't work as well as the higher end ones do, right? The difference in materials and the hardware, it does make a difference. Not trying to discourage you from buying a more budget pair like this, especially a well-reviewed. I mean, check out the reviews, it's insane. Like, these are really well-reviewed, but they're just not gonna be as good as those down there. But it will be better than a plastic bag, so the choice is yours. And to learn more about the Bagail Travel Packing Cube system, take a look at the description below and you'll find a link to our full review. Next up on the list is the Step 22 QUOLL Cube, which is our pick for the best multi-purpose packing Step 22 is a brand that's a bit newer to me, but when I was doing research for the best packing cubes, I kind of found them. I was like, those look cool. And they look cool to me because it's a brand that sort of does like, I don't know, they're not your typical urban travel brand. These guys are like outdoorsy and like kind of like manly. Like these aren't just packing cubes that you like put your clothes in when you go to Barcelona for a weekend. These are packing cubes that you put your clothes in when you go to Barcelona for the weekend, but then when you fly to the Swiss Alps the following weekend to do some like epic mountain climbing, these can also be with you, right? It's like the best of all worlds. We've got a 2-liter small version, a 4.2-liter medium version, and a 7.4-liter large version. It comes in 2 color options, and the price is $25, $27, and $30 USD respectively. Some of the top specs. The exterior uses like a really rugged 500 denier nylon. Take away the Tortuga, which are still probably maybe slightly more durable than this. Like all these other ones, they use a very thin material, which is great because it's lightweight and still durable, but not like this. This is like, you can make a backpack out of this, a hiking bag out of this. That's why they're meant for the outdoors as well. We've got a very cool external mesh pocket, which is great for organization and quick access, or if you have like a smelly piece of laundry, you don't want it stinking up the middle, right? You can just throw it on the outside so it can breathe. Made by Duraflex too. And one cool thing is step 22, they have like custom made patches. So you can make your own custom patch or put a patch on there if you want. But really these come all down to the fact that it's great for urban packing, but also just super durable and awesome for outdoors activities as well. To learn more about the Step 22 packing cubes, take a look at the description below to find more information. Next up on the list is the standard luggage packing cubes, which are our pick for the best modular packing cubes. Reason being this, like there's a lot of coolness with these. We got cool ripstop nylon, nice mesh, bunch of other things, but these packing cubes come down to one thing, baby. A little Velcro flap on the top, connects with a little Velcro sticker on the bottom, repeat, and you have packing cubes that turn into a packing wardrobe. What? And it's actually even cooler than it looks, because you would think that the Velcro is not super secure, but it actually is. And you would think at the price that the materials aren't quality, but they actually are. Each cube offers 7 liters of packing space. They come in 1 color option, blue. Each weighs around 4 ounces, and the set of 3 costs around 60 USD. Some of the top features, like I said, this ripstop nylon, I like the design. It's very unique. It's a 210D, very durable. Also got some YKK zips, much appreciated. It is compatible with standard Luggage's backpacks, but really, you know, the alpha and the omega of this thing is the fact that it does this. That's its unique selling point, and I feel like what more needs to be said? But if you're like, Aaron, a lot more needs to be said. I need to know everything about these packing cubes. Then you can learn everything you need to know by checking out our full review of these cubes, which you can find in the description below. Next up on our list are the WANDRD packing cubes, which are our pick for just kind of like the best traditional multi-size packing cubes. You're getting that traditional sort of setup, right? Squarish cubes in a large, medium, and small set. But these aren't your grandma and grandpa's packing cubes. I love the materials that are being used on these, and they are offering expansion as well. It comes with 3 cubes. You get a 1.5 liter, a 2.7 liter, and a 5.6 liter. It comes in 1 color option, black. And for the bundle of all 3, it runs around $70 US. Some of the top features, I said the materials, I love this nylon. It's probably the lightest out of any of these. It's a 70D. It's still strong, but it's very light, and it's got a nice silky smoothiness to it. YKK zips with WANDRD's signature zipper pulls that I freaking love. See-through mesh helps you know where you put what. Grab handles on all 3 for extra grabbability. And on the large one, we have our own separate pocket, which is great for your dirty laundry. Ultimately, it's just a very simple, nice and clean packing cube system. And to learn more about it, you can watch our full review, which is linked in the description below. And last on our list are the AER Packing Cubes, which are our picks for the best value packing cubes. AER makes sexy, urban, mysterious gear. They reign from San Francisco, and they're really good as they're growing and like kind of dropping their prices a bit to offer really high quality goods at pretty affordable prices. Here we have their 2 packing cubes, the regular and the small. The regular is a 10 liter that can expand to 15 liters, and the small is 5 liters that can expand to 7.5 liters. And they're just freaking good. You know, like all AER products, they just work really well, really simply, but really well. Great materials, very lightweight, and coming in at a value price, $29 and $35 respectively. Some of the top features, 100D Cordura ripstop on the exterior, YKK zips, Nice zipper pulls, easy to grab with that little knot right there, right? Gives you a little bit of leverage. And the compression is great. After the Peak design, it's probably my favorite compression out of all these. It works very well, very sturdy, can fit a lot. They fit perfectly within the AER Travel Collection. And you know, in typical AER fashion, they help give you a nice little business look, professional, while still being a bit mysterious. I've been using the AER Packing Cubes for a few weeks now. Really enjoy the experience. We did a full review on the AER Packing Cubes, which you can watch by finding the links in the description below. Now real fast, I just want to talk about like some packing cube theory. So when you're trying to buy packing cubes, a couple things to look out for. YKK zips are appreciated, right? Because think about it. You're trying to pack a lot of stuff into a very small amount of space, and you are really pushing those zippers, you know, and you're really testing them. You're seeing how far you can take them. And if you want to do that, YKK zippers are usually the best route to go. And then aside from that, think about what you want to do with these cubes. Because if they're just urban packing cubes that you're going to take on your weekend trips to Boston, then a really light denier like a 70 or 100D ripstop, more than enough. But if you want something that can double up in the great outdoors, you need something that's got a bit more durability to it. Think Tortuga or Step 22. So if you're still here, there's a good chance that you're really into packing cubes right now, or you're very confused, or maybe both. And if that's the case, then I recommend checking out our full review on the Peak design packing cubes, which you can watch right here. These are sort of considered the best packing cubes in the game. You can watch me pack them out, see what they fit, and get a better idea if they're the right packing cubes for you. And thanks again to SafetyWing Insurance for sponsoring this video. My name is Aaron, this is Nomads Nation, and we'll catch you next time.